thing. Sometimes I forget to click the thing on the streaming thing. All right, let's see. A few things in the news. First of all, there's always hard news. I wish there was a day there was no hard news. A witness described the carnage in Bangkok as bodies everywhere after someone detonated a bomb in Bangkok, Thailand, apparently targeting a popular Hindu shrine. Gosh. The explosion killed at least 22 people and wounded another 120. Now the hunt is on to figure out who carried out the bombing and why.
Yeah.
From soldiers to firefighters, for the first time since 2006, active duty military personnel will help fight wildfires scorching huge parts of the West in this country. About 95 fires have destroyed hundreds of homes and have torched more than 1 million acres in the states of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, California, Nevada, and Colorado. Wow.
Yeah, it's so scary. I saw the footage of some of that, especially close to Los Angeles. It's just so horrible.
Nasty weather and treacherous terrain have prevented crews from reaching the Trigana Air Service plane that crashed Sunday in Indonesia. But this morning, rescue workers finally managed to reach the mountainous site, and they have found at least 38 bodies while you and I were waking up. The plane was carrying 54 people across the Papua province. And for the first time, actually 2 women, have completed the Army Ranger course and will graduate from the prestigious school in Fort Benning, Georgia. The graduation ceremony will take place Friday, but the Pentagon is not expected to make final decisions about exactly what combat roles women will be allowed to fulfill until later this year.
Oh, gee.
So the first 2 ladies are graduating this week. And after a year-long investigation, St. Mary's Medical Center here in Florida announced it will permanently close its pediatric cardiothoracic surgery program. The CNN report found that from 2011 to 2013, the program had a 12.5% mortality rate for open-heart surgeries.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is more than 3 times the national average. 9 babies died after having heart surgery at the hospital since the program began in 2011.
Oh, my God.
A 10th baby was left paralyzed.
Oh, my God. They sure didn't know what they're doing.
And Donald Trump, billionaire Donald Trump, completed his jury duty yesterday after 1 day. Same experience I had. I guess. Trump, the front runner. I'll go read all that stuff. Anyway, he went to jury duty, and so they did not pick him. Okay, let's talk about nonprofits.
Yes.
All right, just to recap. So my car needed some repairs, and obviously I have to pay for those repairs, which is okay. But sometimes, and I'm sure you've all been in the same boat. It stings a little bit. When you have to fork over some money that you forgot that you might need to pay. If you're smart, like I'm not, you probably have a little envelope somewhere where you always put money in there because one day the car is going to break down, and that's where you go to.
Yeah.
That's what I have to start today. I'll put $1 in there today.
Yeah, I know, me too. I don't have envelopes.
Car breaks down. There it is. There's my car breaking down envelope. Yeah. Okay.
But we had that great suggestion from Nikki, so thank you, Nikki.
Yeah, we had Nikki's the lady over at the bank. So anyway, so. All right, so my car broke down, and so now I'm in, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm not crying poverty here, but, whenever something happens to any of us, we say, well, what can I do to make a few extra dollars? And there is one thing that Robin and I do for free that we thought, well, we'll just charge a little bit and see if it makes a difference. And what we do is we play music. We play music usually at nursing homes or wherever, and we charge not hardly anything.
Yeah.
So we said, well, what if we just charge a little bit, and then it'll help us, recoup the money that was spent on the car. Okay. So we're going around to the different places, and they're all kind of very open to the idea. They're fine with it, and they've got a budget for it, and it's great. So it's going to be good. So we feel good about this. But there was one, and I'm not picking on this one. Please understand, I'm not going to name it, and I have no hard feelings about it. But it made me wonder.
It's large.
It's large.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's a nonprofit assisted living facility, which I'm sure is beautiful. I'm sure there are people in there who need that because they probably don't have the same kind of money that somebody who pays to be in an assisted living. Okay, so I understand the whole thing, but they're a nonprofit. Okay, So you were the one who walked in there and then came out with this message. You said that they said to you, we don't pay for musicians. We don't pay the services of entertainers, is what you specifically said. They don't pay for the services of entertainers. Wow. Well, because they're a nonprofit is their reason. They're a nonprofit. So they don't pay their services for the lawn care guy. They don't pay their services for the exterminator guy.
Yeah.
They don't pay their services for the mechanic when their car breaks down. I mean, what? Right. Musicians are somehow singled out as the only service that doesn't get paid? All right. So I didn't look up their information. It would have been a moot point, and I don't want to embarrass anybody. But I do have the CEO salaries of other nonprofits that I think you're going to fall over when you hear these numbers. And I'm guessing you've probably heard this before. I'm sure other talk show guys have explored this before. Lawrence Hoagland Jr. is the CIO, Chief Investment Officer, for the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation in Menlo Park, California. They are a private nonprofit, and they award grants to educational and cultural institutions. They've been doing this since 1966. He makes $2.5 million a year.
Wow.
$2.5 million a year.
Wow.
Now that's how much his income is.
Yeah, that's not
his
including
income.
benefits.
That's
probably.
not benefits. That's not flights on the jet.
Yeah, and free car.
That's not the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, $2.5 million.
John Sefrin is the CEO of the American Cancer Society in Atlanta, Georgia. His annual salary, $2.1 million.
Oh my gosh.
$2.1 million.
Oh my gosh. And we've got people walking for a fight against cancer and everything, giving their nickels and dimes.
Well, we could argue that he deserves it.
I'm all not, that money.
See, you're being judgmental. I'm trying not to be judgmental. Okay, I'm just looking at the numbers. Okay. What does Fox say? We report the news. You decide.
There you go. I like that.
We report. You decide.
All right. There you go. I like that approach.
But I'm not trying to stifle you. I want you to say stuff, but I'm just
but that's
having a conversation here.
Yeah.
I have my hot tea.
I've got hot chocolate.
Roxanne Spillett. Now let me ask you this. Would you turn down the job if they offered it to you? Because if you say yes, then you would be a hypocrite if you're being judgmental.
Yeah, exactly.
So would you turn down the job if it was offered to you?
I'd have to say no then, because I don't want to be a hypocrite.
No, I wouldn't turn it down either.
No.
I knowing myself, though, I'd probably figure out a way to make a lot of that money go somewhere else besides my pockets.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I do now.
I know. That's
on a very small scale. Roxanne Spillett is the president of the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. She's out of Atlanta, Georgia. They provide after-school programs for young people at over 4,000 local chapters. They serve some 4 million children and teens. They do wonderful work. I'm not picking on them. But her base salary is $1.8 million a year.
Gosh. Wow.
And these figures are nothing compared to the televangelists I'm going to tell you about.
Oh, gee.
I'm telling you. Wait till you hear about them. Reynold Levy is the president of the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts in New York, which is a non-profit. It's the home of the Metropolitan Opera House and the New York City Ballet. He makes $1.4 million a year, and it's considered a non-profit.
Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Placido Domingo. You remember him, the singer?
Oh, I do.
This is not money I'm going to tell you about that comes from his performing salaries or from his records or for anything like that. This is simply... is simply for being the general director of the Los Angeles Opera, which is a non-profit.
Oh, okay. And they sell tickets.
He makes $1.35 million a year.
Wow.
I'm just beginning. These guys make nothing compared to some of them I'm about to tell you about.
Wow.
So that music tells me we got to take a break because we are a for-profit radio station.
Yes, we are.
We need to make a few dollars.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, intervals of clouds and sun with a couple of thunderstorms around, mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior. The high today 89 to 93. It'll turn out partly cloudy tonight, warm and sticky, though 74 to 78. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms around, mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior. The high tomorrow, 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. Limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call. 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Don Nottingham of the Miami Dolphins here, proud to be this year's chairman of the Special Olympics Champions for Champions event. Come join players from the world of professional sports, sharing their stories with a great dinner on Friday, September 18th, and/or play at Candler Hills Golf Club on Saturday, September 19th. Either way, you'll be helping the Special Olympics of Marion County Champions for Champions. Call 988-7998 for details. That's 988-7998. Please help our Special Olympians.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, plus proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
WOCA.
12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice looking Tuesday morning. Hope you're doing well. There's a 20% chance we'll see rain today. High temperatures in the lower 90s. Lows tonight in the low 70s. And looks like a nice day. Tomorrow there's an 80% chance of rain. And currently the temperature here at the studios, broadcasting from the Paddock Mall, 72 degrees. Not bad, right? Be careful out there. The kids are doing their second day of school today.
Yeah, so wonderful.
I guess they're out there right now probably, so be careful.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if you ever go to WOCA.com, you will not only be able to watch and listen to the programs that you hear here on WOCA, but you'll also be able to look at the weather forecast, because that's where I read it from. I read it from there, and the top news stories from Fox News are also posted on there. Sports, politics, et cetera, and plus the WOCA Twitter
the Twitter
feed, I guess you call it, right? The Twitter feed is on there as well.
Yep,
So a lot of good reasons to go to the WOCA.com website. All right, so we're talking about the salaries of CEOs and nonprofits. Because we basically told that as musicians, we went to a nonprofit the other day, and we were told, well, we don't pay musicians because we're a nonprofit, and we were a little bit befuddled because we were thinking, well, what about the other services that you have? The bug guy, the mechanic, the lawn care guy,
Exactly, the guy that washes the windows, I mean, gosh.
So anyway, here's some CEO dollar amounts. I've told you a few before the break, so let me give you some others. The Alzheimer's Association president and CEO is Harry Johns. Harry Johns makes $2,731,016 a year.
Wow.
$2 million?
He needs that $16.
Yeah, 16.
Puts him in a different tax bracket.
Robert Zimmer is the president of the University of Chicago, which is a nonprofit university. He makes $2,756,471 a year. Mm-hmm. The revenue is over $2 billion a year.
Gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
The executive vice president and CEO of the nonprofit called United Jewish Appeal, which is the Federation of Jewish Philanthropies of New York. His name is John S. Ruske. He makes $3,151,000 a year. They have more than 55,000 donors who help people in need, inspire a passion for Jewish life, and strengthen Jewish communities around the world. And his home, he brings home $3,151,000
Wow.
worth of kosher meat.
Wow.
Right. Goodwill Industries of southeastern Wisconsin.
Okay.
Now, you think about this now. Goodwill Industries of southeastern Wisconsin. This is not the national one. This is just southeastern Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
John Miller is the president and CEO of that Goodwill Industries of southeastern Wisconsin. He makes $3,206,088 a year.
Wow. Wow.
The entire revenue.
Gee.
He makes $3.2 million. The entire revenue is $105 million. So he's pulling in 3.4%. He takes 3.4% personally. Gets 3.4% of every dollar that they make in southeastern Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's not.
Keep in mind, this is just a small portion of the
state,
of the
sure.
country.
That's right.
Ted Beatty, whatever, is the president and CEO of the Shed Aquarium. This is a Chicago-based organization. It's the largest indoor aquarium in the world. They have more than 8,000 aquatic animals. They work with the community. They provide affordable access and education. They raise $65.8 million a year. He gets paid $3,394,434 a year, which is 6.3% of the amount that they raise.
Wow.
He gets 6 cents for every dollar that you give to that aquarium, and I'm sure none of you do unless you live in Chicago.
Yeah.
But 6 cents, 6.3 cents of every dollar, 63 cents of every $100, right? Would that be?
Yeah.
63
right.
cents of every. No, $6.30 of every $100.
Wow.
$6.30 of every $100 is his.
He could be his own state. That's what the state of Florida is 6%.
You're right. Are you ready for this one? That was $3 million. Now okay. Now we get to the televangelists, the spiritual leaders. Dr. Cindy Trim.
I've not heard of her.
Dr. Cindy Trim. She's a life coach. She makes $15 million a year.
A life coach. Oh my gosh, $15 million a year.
Wow.
Wow.
Al Sharpton.
Yes.
That's a name you know.
Oh, sure.
He's an American civil rights activist. He's a Baptist minister. He's a radio show host, just like us, Robin. $5 million a year.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
$5 million a year.
Wow. And he charges for public appearance.
His brother, Jesse Jackson.
Yes.
Also a civil rights activist, also a Baptist minister. Has an estimated net worth of $10 million.
Oh my gosh. I believe it though. He's been around a long time.
And in fairness to both of those gentlemen, whether you like them or not, in fairness to those gentlemen, they do have TV shows. So it's possible that money comes from those TV shows, and they're,
Yeah.
It's not unusual for a large TV show to make a lot of money for the people who are the stars of those shows.
Exactly.
Creflo Dollar also has a TV show. His is called a television ministry. Creflo Dollar makes $27 million, and it is exclusively from his work as a televangelist.
Wow. Gosh.
$27 million.
Golly.
Wow. Benny Hinn.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Benny Hinn. We talked to Benny Hinn one time.
Yes, we have.
Years ago, we had Benny Hinn on.
Yeah, we have.
And Benny Hinn is the guy who will stand up in front of a congregation and put his palm of his hand on people's foreheads, and they will fall backwards into the arms of somebody waiting on stage to catch them.
Yes.
And when they come to after passing out, they will be healed of whatever is wrong with them. He does not take the credit for that healing. He gives the credit to Jesus Christ, which is, of course, appropriate.
Yes.
Whether it's appropriate that he makes $40 million a year doing that, I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just telling you what he makes.
Yeah, $40 million. Gosh.
When we had him on the air, I said, in all due respect, Mr. Hinn, how come you don't do that at the hospitals? How come you don't go to the children's ward and do that?
Exactly. Didn't have an answer.
He did. He said.
Well, he did.
He said because you have to have faith. Well, how do you know that they don't have faith?
Exactly.
I mean, if I'm in a hospital, come and see me. I'll have faith.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just dismiss any doubt, just so I have enough faith, because it says in the Bible, all you need is the faith of a mustard seed.
Yeah.
So I don't even need that much. I just need a little bit. Right?
Right.
So if I'm in the hospital dying and I have very little faith, right? But I do have a little.
Yes.
Then that should be enough.
Exactly.
I don't know why these people get healed. I don't know if they do. I'm not saying they don't. But I'm saying he makes $40 million a year.
Yeah. And children have faith, so.
Now, you might love Benny Hinn. You might love Billy Graham. You might love Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the amounts of money they make. Billy Graham, by the way, $25 million. $25 million.
Wow.
Of course, he's an author, too. So you could say a lot of that comes from the books.
Yeah, so he works for that. He writes the books.
Let's see if I know any other names on here. Chris, I don't know this name, but listen to this one. Chris Oyak Hilomi. He's with the Believers Love World Ministries.
Okay.
Also known as the Christ Embassy.
Okay.
He has an estimated net worth of $50 million last year alone.
Gosh. Wow.
He was at the center of a $35 million money laundering case, by the way.
Oh, of course. There you go.
$50 million.
Do you have Joel Osteen on that list?
I don't have Joel Osteen.
Okay.
No, but
we spoke to him a couple times.
But he makes a lot of money.
Yeah. He spoke
By the way, when I was looking at these articles and the pastors around here, Pastor Snyder has he calls his home a parsonage.
Yeah.
It is a very humble little home. When I was a kid, I used to. My first job actually was working at a church. I was the sexton's assistant. I don't know who uses the word sexton other than a church, but the sexton was the custodian. So I was the custodian's assistant. I worked on weekends. I would set up the chairs for Sunday school. I would unset the chairs, clean the blackboards, etc.
Yeah.
And I would mow the grass. And the grass at the pastor's home was also on my list of lawns to cut. And I was just a kid pushing a lawnmower on a lawn. And he had a nice house, a real nice house, but it was called a parsonage.
Yes.
And if you look at the parsonages of some of these televangelists, they are unbelievable.
Gosh.
Unbelievable. So, am I expressing judgmentalness? Am I being judgmental? I don't think so.
No, you're expressing facts.
I'm just telling you something.
You're expressing facts.
Am I expressing jealousy? I don't think so. What I'm expressing is this: that if you have a nonprofit, and that nonprofit decides to hire musicians, since you're paying your CEO all that money, and since you're paying the lawn guy to cut the grass, because I got paid to cut the grass.
Yeah, I believe
at the church. Yeah.
Sure, they pay.
And since you're paying the guy who, fixes things, the handyman, and you're paying the guy who takes care of the bugs, why don't you pay for the musicians?
Yeah, exactly.
What is the logic in saying we don't pay musicians, we're a nonprofit? I said all of that just to say that.
Well, it was a very good.
And the music means we're done. We're moving on to something more fun, like egos and shorts.
From the Attic Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. There's a search for a bomber Thai police say deliberately targeted foreigners outside one of the country's most popular shrines.
A mobile phone capturing the sheer ferocity of the blast.
Michelle Clifford with Fox Sister Network Sky News says police are looking for a man seen on video.
He can be seen putting down a rucksack and walking off before the deadly explosion which killed and maimed dozens. Compounding fear in Bangkok today, a terrifying moment after an unidentified man threw an explosive device off a bridge, sending water cascading into the air. Police say if it had not landed in the water, it would have caused injury.
The Pentagon says it's planning to increase its use of drones by about 50% over the next several years, and a trial continues for the upstate New York man accused of trying to assemble a mobile X-ray device meant to kill people at a mosque and an Islamic center. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Ooh, ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood, and when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then, I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Galen Unel is on the phone from